Good morning, Grenada. It's your boy Troy Gill, and welcome to Rise and Shine. All right, guys, and of course, you know we have lots of great information coming your way, lots of great content. But of course, we want to start with this morning's fitness to get you pumped and ready for today. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Glam out in the best names and designer frames with Quartz Optical. Buy one stylish frame and get 50% off your second pair. Sport your favorite Armani, Converse, Vogue, and many more frames for less. Get an additional 10% off and pay nothing for 30 days when you pay with Ready Finance. Book your free eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Don't miss the opportunity to glam out, only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer available while stocks last. Special conditions apply.
Announcing a wide range of gifts and clothing just in time for Easter. Come on down. Check out Q Babies. From newborns to 14-year-olds. Buy one, get one free on selected items. 50% discount on children's shoes. Q Baby, located at the corner of Young and Scott Street, St. George's. We stock cribs, playpens, strollers, and a whole lot more. Q Baby, making Easter special. Your one-stop shop. Just in time for Easter.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. It's your boy Troy, and we are here at the beautiful, the picturesque Fort Frederick in St. George's. All right, guys, and here we are going to be doing another fitness episode for you guys. All right, and we're going to make it simple, very effective, guys, workout so that you can get pumped and ready for today. So we are going to be doing the traditional, all right, we call this jumping jack, but we're gonna be doing several variations. All right, guys, so follow me as we go along. Are you ready? All right, so the first one is really quite simple, right? You step like this, the other way. Let's go. 3, nice and easy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Then the actual jumping jack now, guys. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Good job, guys, if you were following. Then we're gonna do jumping jack with a shoulder press. All right, guys, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Good job, guys, if you were following. And this is the final one in the first round. This one is squat, jumping jack. All right, so go down into a squat and you come up. Ready, guys? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nice and easy. 9, one more. 10. Woo! Good job, guys, if you were following. So that's the first set. We got 2 more sets for you guys. All right, so follow me as we go along. Good old-fashioned jumping jack. All right, we kind of mixing it up a little bit, different variations to get you pumped, get your blood flowing, get your heart pumping, get you ready to start your day. All right, guys, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, guys. Woo! Actual jumping jack now. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Good job, guys, if you are following. All right. Jumping jack with a shoulder press. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Good job, guys. Final one, the second set, right? Squat, jumping jacks. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, woo! 5, it's windy up here. 6, almost got blown away. 7, 8, come on. 9, let's go. 10, woo! Good job, guys. If you are following, now for the squat, I want you to take it easy with this one. If you got bad knees, you got bad joints, then you can avoid this one. All right, guys? So you can do the first 3 without doing the one with the squat. All right, guys? Or if you want to challenge yourself, you can do the squat, but you can squat to where you can reach. All right, guys? And remember to take your sips of water in and between sets. All right, guys? Right. So we're into the third and final set. You guys ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Good job, guys, if you are following. Traditional jumping jacks now. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Good job, guys. If you are following, shoulder press with the jumping jack. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Final set, final exercise in the final set, squat, right, with the jumping jack. All right, guys, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Woo! Good job, guys, if you are following. All right, so you can incorporate these exercises, these movements into your daily routine, guys. All right, to get you fit, get you healthy, get you to burn some calories. All right, guys, and remember, I just want to encourage you, make sure that you're drinking your water. All right, make water your #1 beverage, guys. All right, it's important to stay hydrated. All right, guys, and I also want to encourage you to make healthy choices as well. All right, so whatever it is that you're going to purchase today, prepare a meal, or you're going to go buy a meal, or whatever it is, remember to make healthy choices, as it's going to determine your health. All right, remember, your health is your wealth. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. See you again on Rise and Shine.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. And first up this evening, the Grenada Coast Guard is continuing to monitor the search that is underway for 5 boat operators who remain missing after their vessel carrying a crew of 7 capsized over the weekend. A massive search and rescue operation began on Sunday after 2 of the 7 were rescued by a passing powerboat and taken to Trinidad, while the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard, with the assistance of Venezuelan authorities, were hoping to find the other 5 alive. The MV Fair Chance, which is St. Vincent and the Grenadines flagged, capsized about 3 p.m. on Saturday. The seamen are from Carriacou, Grenada, and Union Island. The commander of the Grenada Coast Guard is Assistant Superintendent of Police Watson Edwards.
From what I got from my counterpart from Trinidad is that they had a shift in the cargo, and that is due because of the strapping of the cargo. The straps burst, number of straps burst, and the cargo shift and caused the vessel to overturn. The situation remained the same in that 2 persons rescued, and from the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard, they are still in the operation of towing the vessel to a shallow area where they can conduct some diving. So the vessel has drifted into Venezuelan water, so they have to tow it into their area where they can conduct some diving operations.
5 of them have been identified as Dexter Chance, Owen Prescott, Quincy Batiste, and Eric Caliste. The other crew member is also named Dexter Chance as the captain. According to reports, the 2 rescued crew members were identified as John L. McIntosh and Daryl Small of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Grenada, respectively. Superintendent Edwards says that the incident is in Trinidad waters, so it was in those waters, and therefore they are the main investigators.
No, we do not. And that is basically because it happened just about 5 miles off Trinidad. So it's right in Trinidad territorial waters. And Trinidad have more acid than ours. So we will not leave until if they ask, they are able to take care of that. So they are doing it.
He also had some advice for cargo vessel operators.
Well, in particular to that situation, because of what happened, it's always important to know that when you're a cargo vessel and you're using these straps and so forth, it's good that you always check it regular basis, because when you know it's salt water and that reaction with salt water on ropes and so forth, you know that it's tends to the strength of it tends to weaken a lot faster. So that is something that captains and seagoers should have that in thought as well. And also the safety of life jackets and so forth always remain on the front burner.
After the vessel overturned, the 2 rescued men managed to make their way out of the water and onto its underside, which was facing up before help arrived. As indicated by the Ministry of Health, government has decided to further lift some of the COVID-19 protocols. Effective the 4th of April, the mask mandate and the testing and vaccination requirement for arriving passengers were discontinued. MTV took its cameras to the streets to get citizens' views on the removal of these restrictions.
The Ministry of Health removed all remaining measures put in place to curb the spread of COVID-19 on April 4th. However, they urge citizens to continue to practice healthy protocols to reduce new infections and deaths. Speaking at a recent post-cabinet press briefing, Health Minister Nicholas Steele said Cabinet had discussed the issue and made a decision that if the current trends continue, the remaining measures will be removed on April 4th. MTV News spoke to individuals on the new mandate on Monday, most of whom say they are happy with the decision by government.
So I think that the mask mandate it's come to its time, and I'm glad that they eliminated it, or I don't know, some people say they're in talks of eliminating it. I thought today was the last day that you don't have to wear the mask, but apparently when you go into different services that like you pay your bills, it's still mandating you to wear the mask. So I don't understand that. I personally I'm from Canada, so I'm glad that I don't have to get tested to go back into Canada, so I'm really happy about that.
My thoughts on the mask mandates being off, it's a great movement in the right directions, but as I entered in a couple of businesses today, which I was told that today they would be ended, I realized that I've not been, I cannot gain entry into some of the businesses. So, I do understand today is the last day. So I guess from tomorrow, or this is another date. But I was told today. So, but it's good. It's a good idea. It's a good gesture. Moving in the right direction. That the mask is finally out of there. Like we know that COVID is very serious, and wearing the mask is some sort of protection for ourselves. But I was hoping that it would be all over and done with.
Other individuals encourage people to continue wearing masks as it will help in protecting them from the COVID-19 virus.
Well, my thoughts on the mask seems as the dismantling the mask and them from today. But I'm still appealing to the people, take precaution. To me, like if anyone else need to wait for safety, they could wait because you never know. So if anyone want to wear a mask for safety, they could go ahead because you never know what's going to happen.
I think that whosoever want to remove it, I think it should be fine with them. And for those who does not want to at that present time, I think it should be fine with us just the same.
Well, it says your choice, but my choice is to continue wearing my mask. The public, you tell them no and they want yes, they go still take it. They want to do the thing their own way. So it's your choice to do it your way.
Nikita Houston, MTV News.
A fire at the Grenada Coast Base disrupted operations this morning. Police are confirming that a fire occurred at a newly constructed section of the Coast Guard base in True Blue, St. George, and extensive damage was done to a portion of the structure and its contents were engulfed in the blaze. We hear more on it from Tonya St. Louis Lawrence.
2 fire trucks were dispatched this morning after a call was made to the fire department of a fire at the Coast Guard base at True Blue. The department was called to the base after flames and smoke were visible at a section of the facility. The affected area was a newly constructed barracks for the officers, which were put into use about a year ago. Commander of the Grenada Coast Guard, Assistant Superintendent of Police Watson Edwards, spoke on how the situation unfolded.
All right, one of the officers observed smoke coming from the main barracks and alerted officers. Officers tried to enter and they could not have entered, so he immediately alerted the fire headquarters and also sought assistance from HDO and other water trucking agents.
The team at the Coast Guard is now faced with making alternative housing arrangements for the on-duty officers.
Alternative arrangement will be made for them to rest. This is what we don't arrange as yet, but as soon as that is arranged, they will know exactly what action we'll take.
Several other department heads within the Royal Grenada Police Force were on the scene this morning, including Superintendent Glenroy Corian, head of the fire department.
Assisted by a tender from MBIA, St. George's University, were assisting with the tender also to get the fire under control, doing the fire.
Speaking on daily operations of the fire department, Superintendent Corian indicated that the department is now better placed when called to fire scenes.
Presently, we are in a better position comparing to a year or two gone by. And soon to come, we have some equipment which we have to do a handing over. Grenelec donated some equipment which I don't want to touch into too much. Presently, they are in good condition, most of them. However, what we do need in case of accidents, we need more jaws of life. That piece of tool where you have to rip apart the door or other component of the car to save someone who's been trapped.
For the MTV Evening News, I am Tonya St. Louis Lawrence.
5 of the executive chairman's Royal Club of top travel agents were here in Grenada for a 3-day retreat, looking at ways of marketing Grenada to their clientele and improving Grenada's tourism economy. The MTV News team was present at Sandals Grenada, where the travel agents converged and spoke to them about their plans in going forward. We get more from Danilo Holston.
With Grenada lifting its COVID-19 travel restrictions and the country's tourism sector on the rebound, visible excitement is in the atmosphere. Over the weekend, 5 of the executive chairman's Royal Club of top travel agents attended a 3-day retreat. The purpose of this retreat was to give them a first-hand Grenadian experience so they can, in turn, sell the destination to their clientele. Senior VP of Sales at the Sandals Grenada Resort and Spa, Gary Sadler, said that coming from this retreat and with the inclusion of the lifted protocols, they are anticipating a more robust rebound as they continue to push Destination Grenada.
We at Sandals and Beaches Resorts continue to drive the destination. We expect that not only, we expect more arrivals, more visitors staying at a longer duration, and we expect that as the industry rebounds, we will also get from it increased airlift not just out of the United States, but out of Canada, out of the UK, and other parts of the world.
Corinne Muratelli, a travel agent for over 30 years, says she will be selling the destination to her clients based on the experience she has had. She even made mention of plans to host a wedding later on this year at the Sandals Resort.
I look forward to sending many guests here. I am doing a wedding here in July with 50 rooms booked at Sandals, and I couldn't be happier about that.
The overall sentiment shared by the travel agents was that of excitement to have their clients experience Sandals Grenada.
This is my second time to Grenada. I absolutely fell in love with the island. Going forward, I definitely plan on promoting this beautiful island. It's so lush and the gardens are amazing.
And by far, Sandals is that luxury tier for our clients. We know from the minute they step foot off the plane, arrive at the airport, onto resort, that they're going to be taken care of.
I've been blessed to go to a lot of Caribbean islands in the last couple of years. There's 2 things. One is convenience, that my clients, our clients at our agency, can get there and it's easy and convenient and beautiful and it's just a smooth path. And it's been amazing. I love how convenient everything is. It's absolutely gorgeous. So of course I'm going to recommend it for that reason.
Mauro Dury, Regional Director of Operations for the Eastern Caribbean, says he truly believes that the lifting of the protocols and restrictions will be a game changer for Grenada and the tourism economy. Without going into too many details, Dury said things continue to look up for the resort, not just in Grenada, but around the region. Reporting for MTV News, I am Danila Holston.
Some local vendors have returned to their former selling places at Sandals Grenada. Over the weekend, several vendors were in fact seen selling their spices and other locally made products at the guests or to the guests at that resort. As a result of the COVID pandemic, they were unable to continue selling, but now, with things returning to normalcy, they have returned. Our news team spoke to one craft vendor, Angela, who said that she was happy to be back selling at the resort, as this is where she makes her living.
I love being here because that is where I make my living, and they give you the good opportunity to come. So I make mainly like bags. I make my own creativity. They ask you to make stuff. So I make my stuff and I come inside there. So it's a good experience to showcase Grenada.
Another vendor who sells spices said that although they only come to the resort once a week, that she's still happy to have the opportunity. She says the reception fluctuates.
Only come here once a week, every Saturday. And, we just there fighting up because the COVID had the thing in a kind of way. So, things ain't working at its shoulder. It go off and on. Sometimes they buy, sometimes I like today, they don't buy much.
Janet Noel, a vendor who sells her handmade jewelry at other hotels as well, says that since their return, things have been looking up.
I've been doing this for several years now, obviously with a little break for COVID. But since then, it's been going fine, really. I mean, I find most of the hotels I go to are back on track, and people are interested in what I do and seem to like the uniqueness of what I do. So it's all good so far.
And that's it for the first segment of MTV News Monday. We'll have more right after the break. Stay with us.
Rise and shine.
We need more jaws of life. That piece of tool where you have to rip apart the door or other component of the car to save someone who's been trapped.
For the MTV Evening News, I am Tonya St. Louis Lawrence.
5 of the executive chairman's Royal Club of top travel agents were here in Grenada for a 3-day retreat, looking at ways of marketing Grenada to their clientele and improving Grenada's tourism economy. The MTV News team was present at Sandals, Grenada, where the travel agents converged and spoke to them about their plans in going forward. We get more from Danilo Holston.
With Grenada lifting its COVID-19 travel restrictions and the country's tourism sector on the rebound, visible excitement is in the atmosphere. Over the weekend, 5 of the executive chairman's Royal Club of top travel agents attended a 3-day retreat. The purpose of this retreat was to give them a first-hand Grenadian experience so they can, in turn, sell the destination to their clientele. Senior VP of Sales at the Sandals Grenada Resort and Spa, Gary Sadler, said that coming from this retreat and with the inclusion of the lifted protocols, they are anticipating a more robust rebound as they continue to push Destination Grenada.
We at Sandals and Beaches Resorts continue to drive the destination. We expect that not only, we expect more arrivals, more visitors staying at a longer duration, and we expect that as the industry rebounds, we will also get from it increased airlift not just out of the United States, but out of Canada, out of the UK, and other parts of the world.
Corinne Muratelli, a travel agent for over 30 years, says she will be selling the destination to her clients based on the experience she has had. She even made mention of plans to host a wedding later on this year at the Sandals Resort.
I look forward to sending many guests here. I am doing a wedding here in July with 50 rooms booked at Sandals, and I couldn't be happier about that.
The overall sentiment shared by the travel agents was that of excitement to have their clients experience Sandals Grenada.
This is my second time to Grenada. I absolutely fell in love with the island. Going forward, I definitely plan on promoting this beautiful island. It's so lush and the gardens are amazing.
And by far, Sandals is that luxury tier for our clients. We know from the minute they step foot off the plane, arrive at the airport, on the resort, that they're going to be taken care of.
And I've been blessed to go to a lot of Caribbean islands in the last couple of years. There's 2 things. One is convenience, that my clients, our clients at our agency, can get there and it's easy and convenient and beautiful and it's just a smooth path. and it's been amazing. I love how convenient everything is. It's absolutely gorgeous. So of course I'm going to recommend it for that reason.
Mauro Diri, Regional Director of Operations for the Eastern Caribbean, says he truly believes that the lifting of the protocols and restrictions will be a game changer for Grenada and the tourism economy. Without going into too many details, Diri said things continue to look up for the resort, not just in Grenada, but around the region. Reporting for MTV News, I am Danila Hosten.
Some local vendors have returned to their former selling places at Sandals, Grenada. Over the weekend, several vendors were in fact seen selling their spices and other locally made products at the guests or to the guests at that resort. As a result of the COVID pandemic, they were unable to continue selling, but now, with things returning to normalcy, they have returned. Our news team spoke to one craft vendor, Angela, who said that she was happy to be back selling at the resort, as this is where she makes her living.
I love being here because that is where I make my living, and they give you the good opportunity to come. So I make mainly like bag. I make my own creativity. They ask you to make stuff. So I make my stuff and I come inside there. So it's a good experience to showcase Grenada.
Another vendor who sells spices said that although they only come to the resort once a week, that she's still happy to have the opportunity. She says the reception fluctuates.
Only come here once a week every Saturday. And, you know, we just fighting up because the COVID had the thing in a kind of way. So, you know, things ain't working at its shoulder. It go off and on. Sometimes they buy, sometimes I like today, they don't buy much.
Janet Noel, a vendor who sells her handmade jewelry at other hotels as well, says that since their return, things have been looking up.
I've been doing this for several years now, obviously with a little break for COVID. But since then, it's been going fine, really. I mean, I find most of the hotels I go to are back on track, and people are interested in what I do and seem to like the uniqueness of what I do. So it's all good so far.
And that's it for the first segment of MTV News Monday. We'll have more right after the break. Stay with us.
Rise and shine. Shine.
Saying good morning, a pleasant morning to you, and thank you so much for being here with me, joining me. If you're in the diaspora, if you're here on island, driving in your vehicle, maybe on your way to work or already to work, maybe still be home, thank you so much for joining us. It's another beautiful day here in the Spice. It's a lovely day. It's going to be a hot one, and we are into the middle of the dry season now, so we know what's happening. Most of our trees outside are a bit brown. The grass are not as green as they would normally be. Signs that the dry season, it is really kicking in. So I know from Nawasa's end, they will be preaching that of conservation now, the importance of saving water, just in case something happened and they need to do some valve regulation. I do believe I've seen a number of notices on that of valve regulation. So please be mindful of this and ensure that your reserves are on top. They are where they should be. So just in case Nawasa need to take the water, you do have that backup plan actively available. So we go over to the Met Office now, where we also help you plan for the day with that of the weather report. Good morning. We are awaiting the weather report. Good morning. I'm not sure which one of our forecasters are with us today. Thank you so much, Jason. And that's the weather forecast for today. Generally fair and breezy. We know what that means, right? Usually when it's breezy, the sea do act up. We do get choppy. So we need to be mindful of this. Let us all be safe. We are about to go into that Easter period. And we know that it is that time when kite flying is encouraged, or it's our tradition. And we notify kites, then the wind will be around, usually very heavy. So let's be very, very mindful of this. If we need to go to the beach, that we are careful. If we need to use the sea at any point, that we are careful. We did hear of that mishap on the weekend. Some of our nationals were part of the crew that lost their lives. I saw so many RIPs going around on the weekend. To the families here in Grenada, we extend condolences, and also to those from our neighboring islands, because we also had people from Carriacou and Union Island and also Grenada. So to the families, we here at MTV extend condolences to you. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we speak to Kerry Frank on that new local cricket tournament that starts today at the National Cricket Stadium.
And now the best names in designer frames with Quartz Optical. Buy one stylish frame and get 50% off your second pair. Sport your favorite Armani, Converse, Vogue, and many more frames for less. Get an additional 10% off and pay nothing for 30 days when you pay with Ready Finance. Book your free eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Don't miss the opportunity to glam out. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer available while stocks last. Special conditions apply.
Announcing a wide range of gifts and clothing just in time for Easter. Come on down. Check out Q Babies. From newborns to 14-year-olds. Buy one, get one free on selected items. 50% discount on children's shoes. Q Baby, located at the corner of Young and Scott Street, St. George's. We stock cribs, playpens, strollers, and a whole lot more. Q Baby, making Easter special. Your one-stop shop. Just in time for Easter.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Rise and shine.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. In case you are just doing so, thank you again. Good morning, and now we get into our first discussion. Secretary of the Grenada Cricket Association, Mr. Kerry Frank. Good morning, Kerry, and welcome to Rise and Shine.
Good morning to you, Oslin, and good morning to the listeners and viewers on your various platforms.
Yes, it's always a pleasure to speak to you, and I want to go on record now to say congratulations to the Grenada Cricket Association and the team for ensuring we had a successful hosting of the English team last year last week in the Apex Test. It was a success, and we know that it was just topped off by West Indies winning.
Yes, I think we are. Thanks very much for your warm words of congratulations, and I think we in the GC and Grenada as a whole, we're still on a high from that experience in the stadium about a week and a half ago, and it really sets the stage for our local tournament, because we cannot be asking for a better time in which to host this tournament with such goodwill and sentiments in the air about West Indies cricket and cricket in general.
Yes, I think the timing is perfect. And now we are getting ready to host our local T10 tournament that starts today. The names, I must say, I love. It represents the spice. All our spices are involved in there. Speak to us about the tournament that starts today, Kerry.
Yeah, well, this is the second edition of the tournament, as you can see in the poster behind me, Season 2. We're promising you more fun, more spice for cricket. And this year is really an interesting one for us in that this year, we know able to welcome fans to the National Stadium. Last season, it was in the height of the COVID pandemic, so there was a lot of restrictions in terms of fans, and one of them, fans were not allowed at the stadium. But this year, with the easement and the successes we've seen in managing the COVID pandemic, we're able to welcome back fans to the National Stadium. The tournament, Spice T10 tournament, gives an opportunity for us to showcase multiple things. It gives us the opportunity to showcase our talented cricketers on display. There'll be 78 of them throughout the tournament, and 13 of those players are from overseas, 6 unique teams, and as you have mentioned, the names of the teams, we have named the teams after spices as an opportunity for us to sell ourselves as the Island of Spice, and we're quite pleased to have the teams named after those spices. So those teams are Close Challengers, Cinnamon Pacers, Bay Leaf Blasters, Nutmeg Warriors, Saffron Strikers, and Ginger Generals. So these are the 6 teams participating in this year's tournament.
Yes, when I read the story and I saw the names, I was like, interesting. Very, very interesting. Kerry, I know that we are also putting some of our top cricketers would also be on display at that local tournament. And we know that it will be offering us a lot more than just professional cricket at home. It is also an inspiring moment for some of our younger cricketers with that sort of potential to want a platform for them to showcase themselves, and also one for us to prepare for tomorrow as it relates to more of our players getting onto the West Indies team.
Yes, most correct. Because when you look at the current status as it relates to cricket, there is not a more exciting time to be part of cricket because there are so many opportunities available in the game now. You don't necessarily need to play international cricket or the highest form of the game to make a living out of the sport of cricket. I think currently we have about 6 or 7 Grenadians who we can consider professional cricketers who are on contract with the Windwards Volcanoes. There are many other opportunities, many other leagues across the Caribbean, across the globe, that players can, once they put in good performances, they can be selected for those. And we know in recent years, Andrew Spicer and Fletcher, he has literally been a globetrotter from Bangladesh to Australia to the UAE. He has been there and he's been playing all of us. So it's an opportunity for our players to showcase themselves. And the unique thing about this tournament is that we have players across all the spectrums. You have those who have played Test cricket. We actually have 3 Grenadians who are played Test cricket on the same team. Devon Smith, Neil Pascal, Sherman Lewis. We have the recent likes of Teddy Bishop who have played under 19 cricket this year, West Indies. We have the likes of Ryan John, who would have won the World Cup with the West Indies team a couple of seasons ago, and some of the young upcoming players who have just come in through the ranks. So it's really an exciting opportunity for these youngsters and I hope they can grab the opportunity and, as Mr. Killer said, run with it.
Yes, run with it, as there's so many more and so far that they can go. Speak to us about the shortest format of the game. We are very familiar with T20. Before it was all about Test and one day, and then we went down to T20. Now we have gone down to T10, an even shorter format of the game. Speak to us about that new format for this tournament.
Yes, well, the T10 is the shortest format that is played. I know there is other variations across the globe. I know England has a 100 tournament, but the T10 is the shortest tournament, just 10 overs per side per inning. And it's really entertainment really packed into about an hour and a half to 2 hours. A match can finish within that short period. And we have, you can be promised lots of sixes, lots of fours, even wickets falling at regular intervals. And it's a tournament where the bowlers would not like it too much because it's heavily favored in the batsman's favor. But it's an opportunity for also organizers to bring in what we call a lot of casual cricket fans, because, not everyone would tell you that they like going to the stadium to sit down for 5 days to watch a test match or for a day to watch a 50-over match. But in a T10 match, as we've shown last year, we can have 3 of those matches within a 6-hour window. And you can have the experience the highs and lows of a competitive cricket match in the matter of just an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Opportunity to do more in a shorter space of time. It also gives you an opportunity to do what might be considered a cricket festival. In one day, you can do so much. I think this is excellent timing, being we are coming off the pandemic. All these activities people are looking forward to, the injection with the economy we need, and people just need to go outside and be a part of all that's happening. When will the games be starting? What time? I know it starts today. What time will the games be hosted?
Yeah, so today's matches, most of the days we have 2 matches per day from the 5th, which is today, until the 18th, Easter Monday. But there's going to be 2 days, that's Thursday the 7th, and I believe Monday the 11th, where there'll be 3 days on those days. The days with 3 matches would start, the first match would start at 9:30, the second match would be 11:45, and the third match will be 2:30. On the days such as today, where there's only 2 matches, it will start at 11:45 for the first match, and the second one will be at 2:30. And if you want to come into the National Stadium, you can do so. The gates are open, so you can just walk in, walk with your cooler, walk with maybe a light refreshment, and come and enjoy some cricket. We're going to have the gates open for the first rounds of matches. So come on out this week if you're home and you want something to do. Also, the match is being streamed or is being brought on television, and MTV for a second year is partnering with us to bring the matches live to local viewers. So if you cannot make it onto the National Stadium and you prefer to stay home, you have work to do, you can just turn on your TV on MTV and you can look at it. It's also being brought regionally on the Sportsmax network, and it will be streamed in Asia on one of by our commercial partners, Dream11/Fan Code. So there's a lot of opportunities for fans who are interested in the tournament to participate in the tournament this year.
Excellent, excellent. I think we would continue to praise COVID for this. The virtual, the mix, the blended approach to everything now is working for us in so many ways, because you don't need to be physically at an event to enjoy it anymore. And we also have a wider reach. We can now sell our athletes, our products to the world by staying right here. And to me, that is great.
Yes, and in every crisis, you have to look for the opportunities that exist within them, and the technologies and the changes we've seen brought about by COVID. It has brought some benefits to us, because 2 years ago, we probably would not have thought of showcasing 78 of our cricketers from Grenada to a global audience. And now persons from literally any corner of the world can log into various networks and see what we have to offer here in Grenada. We also, on that note, I would want to say, I'll give our commendations to the Grenada Tourism Authority, who has come on board with us to help us to develop the product and to showcase Grenada to the world. Because as you know, it's spices, and it fits within the entire brand of the GTA in terms of marketing Grenada as that destination that you can come and enjoy the cricket, the sand, the sea, and get some of our local spices. So thanks to the GTA for that coming on board with us this year.
Tourism it is. I recognize they were also very, very active in the Apex test that was concluded just a week and a half ago, and now in this tournament. And I'm very, very happy that we're doing this, because I think now we recognize that it is no longer just sea, sand, and sun, but we now need to market our own, so our local craft, not just our local craft, but also our sports tourism, our health tourism, our agriculture, our ecotourism. So we are diversifying our products and also using our local entities to do so. Kerry, before you run off, remind us again of the games that will be happening today, the time that it will be happening, and the period that it will be running for.
Yes, so first up this morning, we're going to have, at 11:45, we're going to have Clove Challengers, led by Ronald Etienne, who will be coming up against Bayleaf Blasters, led by the veteran Devon Smith. And then this afternoon encounter, we would see two of the top teams from last year, the eventual champions, Nutmeg Warriors, led by Andre Spiceman Fletcher, coming up against Saffron Strikers, led by the talented Ryan John. So it's going to be a full and fun-packed 14 days of cricket here at the National Stadium. And we want to encourage you to participate and to enjoy it via the various platforms available.
Excellent. Thank you so much again, Kerry. You and the team, Mr. Gill and the team at the Grenada Cricket Association, I do wish you the very best in that local tournament. And we do hope that people come out. If you cannot, you remember you can join. You can actually follow the games on MTV, also on the streaming platforms, and it will also be streamed all the way in Asia. So you have time and you can go to the stadium, do so. You don't, you can be a part of the cricket activity. Kerry, as just before you run off though, it's always important to ask about tomorrow. We're seeing some resurgence, and I don't think Grenadians, I don't think Caribbean people have ever lost that love for cricket. As we move forward, I see that the local association is trying to do more competition, and of course that always augurs well for the country as interest is then grown and people now have platforms, or younger or youth have more opportunities for them to play. Tomorrow, the future for cricket here in Grenada, what are the plans of the association?
Well, it's a lot of our thoughts are going into what we call development aspect, because it's all nice and well to have these senior tournaments, but we, as you said, it's about tomorrow, what is coming up 2 years from now, 5 years from now, and we're looking to see how we can engage our younger players, get them involved in the process, because there are many competitions for the times and interests at young ages. We're also heavily invested now in what we call our Women Development Program. We have had successes in recent years with the likes of Afi Fletcher, playing for the West Indies and doing very well. But we believe that there can be much more Afi Fletchers coming from the various corners of Grenada. So we invested in those programs, We're looking to work with our councils, the various groups within our parishes, to ensure that they are at a level of functioning where they can best represent their parishes, and also organize tournaments within our local tournaments, which really helps to sort of generate that interest. Because many years ago, a Sunday afternoon of cricket in the various villages, whether it's St. David, St. Andrew, St. Patrick, St. Mark, St. John's, Carapoo, it was really the go-to activities on a weekend. And we trying to work with our councils to see if we can get back some of those sort of activities within our communities. But the work continues. These tournaments, like the one we have now, it's all about to give showcase to us at a national level. But we are doing the necessary work at the grassroots level to ensure that we can continue to produce cricketers who would represent Grenada, the Windward Islands, and the West Indies for many years to come.
Yes, I like that point you made there on our tradition in the Caribbean in the past. The weekends, the playing fields were the go-to places on a Saturday and on a Sunday when we have cricket. You can you make a pass in the village, then everybody's at the playing field, because we're supporting our teams, because it's more than just cricket. It's usually food. I remember my father, when that used to happen, he would go and you ensure the morning before he goes to ensure he has a fresh catch to make sure we have that waters for when they finish playing. Kerry, yes, you're reminiscing on the good old days there. And if we can get our cricket back to those days, then I think it would always be a joy for us that remember those days in the communities with cricket, our sports.
Oh, yes, certainly. And I'm originally from the St. David's area, and I know going down to the Malmont pastures on Sundays, and the ladies coming down with their trays covered under the white tablecloths with the pudding in the milk pans, the patch nuts, the ice cream in the can where you're churning it and so forth. The older folks playing Pokina under the mistletoe trees and stuff like that. So cricket was really a community engagement, and as we see in Grenada and across the Caribbean, cricket is much more than a sport, and it goes beyond the boundary. It brings communities together and so forth. And it's an important part of the social fabric of our communities. Not only cricket, but sports in general, but cricket really plays a special part in our construct as Caribbean and as a Canadian society. So as much as people would tell you that, cricket fans, West Indies is doing this or that, but when the opportunity comes by, as we saw in the recent test matches, 4 days of bumper local crowds, it shows that the love is still there for the sport of cricket, and it's up to us as an association and as a wider Grenadian community to do what is necessary to ensure that cricket continues to be on the minds and hearts of fans across Grenada and the Caribbean.
I truly concur here. I will agree with you fully on that one, Kerry. You took me way back there with that experience, just summing it up. All that happens is a cricket game, and you're right, it's not just cricket. When football is happening, we are passionate also about that one. But it's a lot more, and it is my hope that we can, while we may not get it exactly as we had it in the past, that the true meaning behind it we can share with our younger generation, because I think we have lost that part. For us, before, we did not have as much television and all the gadgets that they have now, but I think we understand the importance of getting them out of the house and being a part of some real social events, as socialization is not just playing, it offers them so much more, and that sport, it helps enrich and nurture them to make them wonderful individuals. It's where personalities are born, it's where charisma comes from in some of them. They get to learn to speak to people. There's so much more that we can give them through that very simple experience, and that is something we don't seem to appreciate or understand here in the Caribbean. We are special people because we have a very, very special opportunity by just living in the tropics. Kerry, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here with me this morning and sharing. I enjoyed that discussion, just tying sports together with everything else that we do and what we know. And as I said, the Cricket Association, continue to do what you do. Continue to spread your wings. Continue in the development of that sport on island, as it is important in the development of our people, not just our youth, but our people in general.
All right. Thanks very much, Roslyn. And again, to your viewers, have a wonderful day. And do take the opportunity to participate in our SpiceL T10 2.2.
Thank you so much again, Kerry. Do have yourself a wonderful day and a successful tournament. I wish you and the team at the association. So that was Mr. Kerry Franks, Secretary at the Grenada Cricket Association, speaking about that local tournament. It's a T10 tournament that starts today. Our local top cricketers will be participating, spread across the various teams, all teams named after one of our spices. It encourages, it tells us who we are, it adds definition, but more so gives us an opportunity to sell our local athletes to the world. It will be streamed, shown here on MTV and also out there in Asia on the various platforms. So if you cannot make it to the stadium, you can join on the various platforms that it will be aired on. Remember, there's so much more to sports. Sports teaches you discipline. In order for you to be an excellent athlete, you must train. To train, sometimes you're sore, you're tired, but if you're committed, you will get up each day, go out there and give your best, because your best will make you even better. And I want to use this as an opportunity to encourage our young people. I think we have a responsibility as adults, as a country, as the media, to share, encourage our young people to be better people. Each day be your best. Each day be a better version than you was yesterday. And sport is one of the ways that you can do that. It gives you competition. It helps you. It gives you discipline. It gives you drive. It gives you drive. It makes you leaders. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to win. But what makes a winner? What makes a leader? One that's prepared to make new rules, or rather stand on principles that you know are the right things, not just being a follower. But I want to win. How will I win? I have to train each day. I have to eat well. I need to be disciplined. But along with the sports to also come your education. It's critical. Now we tend to treat it so much as a convenience and no longer an important necessity. It remains that. And it's time that we see that, understand your role as a student. I always say, as adults, it only seems attractive when you're a child and you want to come out and you tend to think that you have that opportunity to do as you wish. When you are a child, when you become an adult, you want to go back there. Then you have no responsibilities. You don't have any of the headaches. But enjoy your youth. Enjoy your youth. I would encourage every young person, enjoy your youth. Don't try to fast track the process. And we parents, please allow our children to be children. Let them be children in their time. Let them experience that we had that opportunity. Don't short-live theirs. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we should be speaking with Minister Oliver Joseph on the pension matter.
Glam out in the best names and designer frames with Quartz Optical. Buy one stylish frame and get 50% off your second pair. Sport your favorite Armani, Converse, Vogue, and many more frames for less. Get an additional 10% off and pay nothing for 30 days when you pay with Ready Finance. Book your free eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Don't miss the opportunity to glam out, only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer available while stocks last. Special conditions apply.
Announcing a wide range of gifts and clothing just in time for Easter. Come on down. Check out Q Babies. From newborns to 14-year-olds. Buy one, get one free on selected items. 50% discount on children's shoes. Q Baby, located at the corner of Young and Scott Street, St. George's. We stock cribs, playpens, strollers, and a whole lot more. Q Baby, making Easter special. Your one-stop shop. Just in time for Easter.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Rise and shine.
Welcome back. It's now 7 minutes past 8 o'clock in the morning. To those of you who have just started your day, we wish you a productive one. Please try to remain positive. See who you can help. You can help someone today. You can listen to them or offer them some word of advice that will keep them going. Please do so. Don't ever fall short of that. Remember, we all want to be contributors to people's growth, not their destruction. But oftentimes, we tend to think that telling someone that you did something wrong would add to their destruction. No, it does not. It helps them. You are a true friend when you can tell me that I was wrong or that I did something wrong. You honing or encouraging me into doing something wrong, you are not my friend. It is one of those very strong principles that I live by. If we are friends, say it as it is. Tell me what I did was wrong. I should not have done it that way. You don't encourage wrong simply because to you that person purportedly is your friend, because if you're going to encourage them down that path that would not lead to their growth and development, then you are not their friend. Be honest to ourselves today. That's the best thing we can do. And remember, when tough times come, seeing it as though it's not what it is will not help you. Accept it for what it is, as that's the best way you'll be able to cope with it. I heard that quote this morning and I said, you know what, I'm going to share it as it is the truth. Accepting a fable will never give you comfort. Comfort comes in truth. Honesty is the best policy. It will hurt initially. Say it. Deal with it after. But it will help you move on. Let's see how we can practice that today. It may sound simple, but for some people, it's easier to live a lie than to leave the truth. But when reality do catch up with us, then it hurts. And dealing with it then becomes quite a challenge. Accept it for what it is today. And help it. Let it be that propellant to take you through the journey, through your journey. Life, it's not easy. Excuse me. Every day will not be the same. There are some days that it's hot, and there are other days when it rains. There are other days when it's just cloudy, no rain, but it's not hot. So we in between. We do go through those experiences as individuals, our moods, and it can change for many reasons. But accept peace. It's yours to take. Happiness is in an individual. Remember, others can complement that which you have. If you are not a happy person, no one cannot make you happy. Happiness starts with you. And when you are happy, believe me, nobody would have to add to it. They would want to come and be a part of it. It's often said that misery likes company. I think we should change that around and say happiness attracts happiness. But bitterness also attracts the same. What do you want today? We all want to grow as individuals, but we are not prepared to make that very, very tough decision and say, you know what? It is time that I love me. Love starts within. If you don't love yourself, and remember, loving yourself is not wanting to be like others. Loving you is knowing who you are, accepting who you are, appreciating who you are, looking at you and say, you know what? I am beautiful. I am strong. I am enough. I am worthy. I am me. And you must say out your name out loud. I am whoever I am. And I am created according to God's abundance. I am special. I am unique. And I am going to be exactly who I want to be. Remember, those affirmations can help an individual as every day will not be the same, excuse me again, but you can make the best of every day. We are still awaiting the Minister Oliver Joseph, who should be speaking about the pension issue. Should have been talking to us this morning about government not appealing the matter, as was reported by many or shared on several social media platforms. Government will not be appealing the pension ruling by the court that was handed down last week, but instead is prepared to work along with the unions and see how best we can deal with this. And to me, I think this is the best thing for all. This is a sore, as I call it, this is like a sore foot. If we don't try to figure out how to deal with it now, it would be there. It is there. It has been there for a long time. And I believe that is the best move. At the end of the day, we cannot run away from our responsibilities. It was suspended many years ago. It's time now for us to reinstate it. So let's see how we can work. And I believe it is the same line. My conversation with Mr. Bartholomew last week was on as it relates to the response, the union's reaction from the court ruling and how best to deal with it. It's going to take a unified approach. Everyone would need to come, meet at the table. We would have to negotiate. You would have to agree. You may not get all that you wish, but I do believe a piece of the pie is better than none at all. So I do hope that we can have amicable discussions, negotiations, and that at the end of the day, it's a win-win for all. It's a win-win for all. But I do believe that's the best position for everyone to take in this matter, as we need to deal with it. We know that it's a matter that we need to deal with. We have to face it, deal with it, and move past it, so that our tomorrows will be better. We cannot keep living in the past, or we block the many bountiful blessings and great things that the universe may just have in store for us. So let us see how we can open up the doorways and allow the good things to come in, not living the past where we're bitter, cold, and angry. But we can let go the things that we have no control over. Remember, the only person you have control over is you. And how you take in the day, how you accept whatever it is that's happening in your life, is all up to you. With that powerful, with that power that you possess and that of choice, it therefore means that every day can be sunshine for you, even when it's raining. Choose sunshine today. Choose sunshine, choose a positive disposition, and excuse me, let us continue to do what we can to ensure that we contribute to the growth of this beautiful land, to this beautiful, beautiful land of ours here in Grenada. So it's just about that midway mark before we conclude. It's 15 minutes past 8 o'clock. So to our workers, it's already 15 minutes gone in the day. Let's make the best out of it. Let it be a productive one. Give all that you can today. Don't fall short. Don't fall short. You may just have a coworker that you realize is slacking off a bit. You can just pull them up. I think you need to do this. Move a little faster. We have this goal to achieve by the end of the day. Let's do so. At the end of the day, it's a win-win for all. Remember, when you work in a workplace, when the workplace do well, everyone do well. Everyone do well. Employees will benefit. Your family will be happier. You will be in a better position. And at the end of the day, you would just be a better person. You would just be a happier person, a more comfortable person. And we know COVID would have derailed a lot. So let us not allow ourselves to stay in the doldrums. The sun is out. We are getting out of the tunnel slowly but surely. Never stop. Even if it means that you have to creep. Keep creeping. Eventually you'll get up and you'll walk. And you'll get to the point again where we're going to run. And then we'll sprint. But let's take it in stages. No need to rush. On this note, I think we're going to conclude for this morning. I do hope that you enjoyed this morning's program. As always, it's always a pleasure, me being here with you. The team, Elton, Tanya, always a pleasure. The extended MTV team, thank you so much for always being here. Our viewers, listeners, thank you. Without you, the program will not be a success. Our guest, Mr. Frank, speaking this morning about the local tournament. Remember, it starts today. It's the Spice T10, 10 overs per innings. 2 games on today from 11:45. The next one from 2:30. You have time and you want to go over to the stadium. Go on over. Have a good time. Have a sociable time. We need that. We need to go out and be ourselves again Please don't abuse it, though. Even yes, and we must speak about the mandate that was lifted yesterday. Those restrictions, a mask, and the protocols to enter the country. So we are a lot freer. We are getting there slowly but surely. We are getting there. Let's not abuse it. Let us still be mindful that the pandemic, COVID, is not entirely gone. It's still around. So let us be mindful of this. Still be cautious. Still be cautious. The little ones are getting ready to go off on vacation. Easter vacation on Friday. So we're getting into that kite flying mode. Let's see how we can involve them in the tradition. Fly a kite, be it a kokoriki or a flexi. We can't give them the bamboo yet. It might just be too big for them. But let's introduce them to the tradition. The things that we enjoyed as children, I think it's important that we involve our children in it. It helps them. It's going to make them even better individuals with their access to information, their access to the world through the many platforms, the gadgets and so that we purchase for them. Let's just twin this with a lot of socialization. I think we're going to have remarkable individuals that will make our tomorrows one that we would look forward to and one that we'll be proud of as parents. So to all, a pleasant day to you. It's now 18 minutes past 8 o'clock. Have a great day, everyone, a productive one that is. Stay positive, smile each day, encourage someone today, and have a beautiful one. I am Arcelyn Crosby, wishing everybody a fantastic one.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Glam out in the best names and designer frames with Quartz Optical. Buy one stylish frame and get 50% off your second pair. Sport your favorite Armani, Converse, Vogue, and many more frames for less. Get an additional 10% off and pay nothing for 30 days when you pay with Ready Finance. Book your free eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Don't miss the opportunity to glam out, only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer available while stocks last. Special conditions apply.
Announcing a wide range of gifts and clothing just in time for Easter. Come on down. Check out Q Babies. From newborns to 14-year-olds. Buy one, get one free on selected items. 50% discount on children's shoes. Q Baby, located at the corner of Young and Scott Street, St. George's. We stock cribs, playpens, strollers, and a whole lot more. Q Baby, making Easter special. Your one-stop shop. Just in time for Easter.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
I'm awake in spite of all the peace that's flown my way. I'm awake.